If you are looking for a destination that offers stunning natural scenery, rich cultural heritage, and cozy rural charm, then you have come to the right place. Welcome to our video on the hidden heavens in Scandinavia, the most amazing and hidden villages that will make you fall in love with this region. This region in Northern Europe is famous for its natural wonders, cultural diversity, and historic legacy. But there is more to it than the well-known attractions. So, join us as we reveal the top 10 most amazing and hidden villages in Scandinavia. The first village on our list is Reine, located on the island of Marstrand in Norway. It has a history that goes back to the 18th century and a population of around 300 people. Reine has a long history as a trading post and a center for the local fishing industry. It was also the site of a German reprisal attack during World War II, when part of the village was burnt down. Today, Reine is a popular tourist destination, attracting visitors from all over the world who come to admire its stunning scenery and experience its unique culture. Reine is surrounded by majestic mountains that rise from the sea, creating a dramatic backdrop for the village. The most famous of these peaks is Reinebringen, which offers a panoramic view of the village and the fjord. You can hike up to the top of Reinebringen, following a newly built stone staircase, or take a boat tour around the islands and admire the scenery from the water. Reine is also known for its charming architecture, especially the red and white fishermen's huts, or warbuer that dot the shoreline. These huts were once used by fishermen as temporary accommodation, but now they have been converted into cozy cottages for tourists. You can stay in one of these huts and enjoy the authentic atmosphere of a fishing village, with the sound of waves and seagulls outside your window. Reine is not only a feast for the eyes, but also for the palate. The village is famous for its fresh seafood, especially cod, which is caught in the nearby waters and dried on wooden racks. You can taste the local delicacies at Anita's Seafood, a family-run restaurant that serves shrimp, fish burgers, and other snacks on a waterside terrace. You can also visit the Norwegian Fishing Village Museum, where you can learn more about the history and culture of Reine and its people. It is no wonder that it has been voted as the most beautiful village in Norway by several magazines and websites. If you are looking for a peaceful and scenic getaway, Reine is the place for you. From the stunning scenery of Reine, we travel to the historic and cultural town of Porvoo, located in Finland. A short drive from Helsinki will take you to Porvoo, a town that combines history and charm. Porvoo is the second oldest town in Finland and has about 50,000 inhabitants. The old town is a treasure trove of medieval architecture, with wooden houses and red warehouses lining the river. The Porvoo Cathedral, a Gothic church from the 15th century, stands as a witness of the past when Finland was part of the Russian Empire. Porvoo is also a town of culture and creativity, where you can visit the home of J.L. Runeberg, the national poet of Finland, who wrote his famous works in the 19th century. You can also discover the Art Factory, a former industrial site that has become a cultural center, hosting various events and activities. Porvoo is also a food lover's dream, as it offers many local specialties, such as the Brunberg chocolate, the Runeberg cake, and the Porvoo smoked salmon. Porvoo is a town that will captivate you with its beauty, history, and culture. It is an ideal place for a day trip or a weekend escape, as you can easily reach it by car, bus, train, or boat from Helsinki. Porvoo is a town that you will remember. From the delightful town of Porvoo in Finland, we travel to the amazing island of Marstrand in Sweden, where we find the 8th village on our list, Marstrand. Marstrand is a charming seaside town located on the island of the same name in the west coast of Sweden. It has a rich history dating back to the 13th century, when it was a trading hub and a royal resort. Today, it is a popular destination for sailing enthusiasts, nature lovers, and culture seekers. Marstrand is known as Sweden's sailing capital and hosts several prestigious boat races every year, such as the Match Cup Sweden and the Marstrand Regatta. You can watch the thrilling competitions from the shore or join a sailing tour and experience the exhilaration of the open sea. If you prefer to stay on land, you can explore the island's scenic beauty and fascinating heritage. You can walk along the car-free streets and admire the quaint wooden houses, or visit the impressive Karlston Fortress, which was built in the 17th century to protect the town from invaders. You can also learn about the island's unique religious history, as it was the first place in Scandinavia to have a synagogue and a Jewish community in the 18th century. Marstrand also offers a variety of culinary delights, from fresh seafood and shellfish to traditional pastries and cakes. You can enjoy a delicious meal at one of the many restaurants on the waterfront, or treat yourself to a fika at Berg's Konditori, a cozy cafe that has been serving customers since the 1930s. Marstrand is a place where you can experience the best of Swedish culture and nature and discover a hidden gem that will captivate your senses and your imagination. We leave behind the charming Marstrand and continue our journey to another enchanting village. Say hello to number 7 on our list, a scenic beauty located in the core of Scandinavia. One of the most charming and historic villages in Scandinavia is Vadstena, located on the eastern shore of Lake Vättern, the second largest lake in Sweden. Vadstena has a population of about 5,600 people, but it has a long and fascinating history that goes back to the Middle Ages. Another highlight of Vadstena is the castle, which was built by King Gustav Vasa in the 16th century as a fortress and a royal residence. The castle is one of the best preserved castles from the era of the Swedish Reformation, when Sweden became Protestant. Today, the castle houses the provincial archives and a museum of 16th and 17th century furniture, portraits, and paintings. You can also enjoy a guided tour of the castle and its surroundings. Or attend one of the many cultural events that take place here throughout the year. You can stroll along the picturesque streets and admire the well-preserved buildings from the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries. The town hall is the oldest in Sweden, dating back to the early 15th century. If you are feeling adventurous, you can explore the stunning nature around Vadstena. You can take a boat tour on Lake Vättern, which offers a breathtaking view of the lake and its islands. You can also cycle or hike along the scenic trails that connect Vadstena with other villages and towns in the region. You can also visit the Vadstena-Fagersta Railway, a narrow-gauge railway that operates during the summer and takes you on a nostalgic journey through the countryside. Vadstena is also a great place to experience the local culture and cuisine. You can taste some of the traditional dishes of Östergötland, such as smoked eel, pickled herring, cheese pie, and apple cake. Whether you are interested in history, art, nature, or culture, you will find something to inspire and delight you in this hidden gem of Scandinavia. We head south to another Swedish treasure. Our next destination is Trosa, a town with a fascinating history and a distinctive appeal. Located by the Baltic Sea just 70 kilometers south of Stockholm. The town has a long and rich history, dating back to the 14th century, when it was an important trading center. Trosa received its city privileges in 1454 by King Charles of Sweden, and was later moved to its present location by the estuary of the Trosa River in the early 17th century. Trosa is a charming and cozy town. With a population of about 5,000 inhabitants. The town is known for its beautiful wooden houses, colorful gardens, and quaint shops. Trosa is also nicknamed the World's End, or more specifically, the Rear End, as Trosa is coincidentally also Swedish for panty. This humorous name reflects the town's friendly and relaxed atmosphere. Trosa is a perfect destination for nature lovers, as it offers stunning scenery and diverse wildlife. Trosa is home to several nature reserves, such as Tallgarden, Stenderen, and Save, where you can see deer, moose, foxes, and beavers. Trosa has a reputation for its delicious seafood, especially the smoked salmon, the herring, and the crayfish. You can also try other Swedish specialties such as meatballs, pancakes, and waffles at the cozy cafes and restaurants. Trosa is a place where you can relax, enjoy, and discover. From the enchanting Trosa of Sweden, let's move to a mesmerizing spot in the northern area, Grundarfjörður in Iceland. If you are looking for a picturesque village surrounded by stunning natural beauty, look no further than Grundarfjörður. This small town is located on the north coast of the Snæfellsnes Peninsula, a region known as Iceland in miniature because of its diverse landscapes and attractions. Grundarfjörður has a population of about 900 people, and its main industries are fishing and tourism. But what makes Grundarfjörður truly special is its proximity to one of the most iconic landmarks in Iceland, Eksjö or Church Mountain. This symmetrical peak rises 463 meters above the sea. And is often called the most photographed mountain in Iceland. You can admire its beauty from different angles and capture the perfect shot with the waterfall Eksjö in the foreground. Eksjö is also a popular spot for hiking, climbing, and aurora hunting, as it offers a spectacular view of the northern lights on clear nights. Grundarfjörður is the perfect base for exploring Eksjö and the rest of the Snæfellsnes Peninsula, where you can find glaciers, volcanoes, lava fields, caves, beaches, and more. You can also try some of the town's specialties such as smoked salmon, cured shark, and rhubarb jam. If you are feeling adventurous, you can even join a whale watching tour and see if you can spot some of the majestic creatures that inhabit the waters around Grundarfjörður. You might even see Thunderstorm, a famous male orca that has a sculpture dedicated to him in the town center. It is a place where you can experience the best of Iceland in a small and friendly community. Grundarfjörður is a hidden heaven that you don't want to miss. Our journey of discovering hidden gems takes us to the charming town of Tvedestrand, located on the southern shore of Norway that will make you feel like you've stepped into a fairy tale. Tvedestrand is a town and the administrative center of Tvedestrand municipality in Agder County, Norway. The town has a population of about 2,000 people, but it attracts many visitors in the summer who come to enjoy its idyllic archipelago. And its rich cultural heritage. Tvedestrand is known as the book town by the Skagerrak because it has many antiquarian bookshops on every corner, with second-hand treasures that transport you to new worlds on every page. You can browse through the shelves of books or join one of the literary events that take place throughout the year, such as book fairs, readings, and festivals. But books are not the only thing that Tvedestrand has to offer. The town has a white-painted town center with irregular streets climbing steep hills around the harbor. You can stroll down cobblestone streets between old wooden houses that date back to the 18th and 19th centuries and admire the unique architecture of the town. One of the most striking buildings is Strykjørnet, which might be the narrowest house in the country, resembling a Flatiron building too. You can also visit the Tvedestrand Museum, located in one of the town's oldest buildings, and learn about the history and culture of the area. If you want to explore the natural beauty of Tvedestrand, you can take a ferry to the Faroe Islands of Sandoya and Linger, which are part of the Maritime National Park Rate. Here, you can enjoy the peaceful atmosphere of the traditional fishing villages with their wooden cottages and boats. This is a hidden paradise that will captivate you with its charm and beauty and make you want to return again and again. Leaving the fairy tale ambience of Tvedestrand behind, we make our way to Siglufjörður, Iceland's northernmost town. If you are looking for a hidden gem in the land of fire and ice, you might want to visit Siglufjörður, Iceland's northernmost town. Nestled in a narrow fjord surrounded by majestic mountains, Siglufjörður is a historic fishing town that once was the capital of herring fishing in the Atlantic. Today, it is a charming and cozy place that offers a glimpse into the past and a taste of the present. Siglufjörður has a population of about 1,200 people, but it has a lot to offer for visitors who want to experience the authentic Icelandic culture and nature. You can visit the Herring Era Museum, which is the largest maritime and industrial museum in Iceland, and learn about the history and importance of the herring industry. You can also enjoy the local cuisine, which is based on fresh seafood, lamb, and dairy products. Try the traditional rye bread, skyr, and hakarl, which is fermented shark meat. Siglufjörður is also a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts who can enjoy the stunning scenery and the diverse activities. You can go hiking, golfing, skiing, or mountain biking in the summer, or try snowshoeing, ice fishing, or northern lights hunting in the winter. You can also take a boat tour or a whale watching trip and admire the wildlife and the views of the fjord and the ocean. Siglufjörður is a place where you can feel the warmth and hospitality of the locals, who are proud of their heritage and their town. You can join them in their festivals and events, such as the Herring Festival in August or the Folk Music Festival in July. You can also mingle with them in the cafes, pubs, and galleries, where you can find art, music, and crafts made by local artists. Siglufjörður is a town that deserves a spot on your bucket list. After enjoying the historic beauty of Siglufjörður, we travel to Tórshavn, a city that skillfully merges modern conveniences with ancient Viking traditions. Welcome to Tórshavn, the capital and largest city of the Faroe Islands. Tórshavn has a population of about 23,000 people, but it still retains the charm and atmosphere of a small fishing village. The name Tórshavn means Thor's Harbor, after the Norse god of thunder and lightning, and reflects the Viking heritage of the islands. Tórshavn is a city of contrasts, where modern buildings and amenities coexist with ancient traditions and customs. The oldest part of the city is Tinganes, a narrow peninsula that divides the harbor into two parts. Here you can find the colorful wooden houses that date back to the 16th century, and the government buildings where the Faroes Parliament, or Lagting, meets. The Lagting is one of the oldest parliaments in the world, established by the Viking settlers in the 9th century. Tinganes is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a must-see for any visitor to Tórshavn. Another attraction in Tórshavn is the National Gallery of the Faroe Islands, located in a peaceful park in the city center. You can admire the works of local artists such as Samuel Johnson McKeans, Ruth Smith, and Edward Fuglo, and learn about the history and culture of the islands through their expressions. The gallery also hosts temporary exhibitions and events throughout the year. If you are looking for some nature and adventure, Tórshavn has plenty to offer as well. You can take a boat trip to the nearby island of Nólsoy, which lies across the harbor from the city. Nólsoy is a birdwatcher's paradise, home to thousands of seabirds such as puffins, guillemots, and storm petrels. Tórshavn is also a great place to experience the Faroes cuisine, which is based on local ingredients. Some of the specialties you should try are skyrpikjot, dried and fermented lamb meat, reisjot, aged and salted lamb meat, and rasturfiskar, aged and salted fish. Tórshavn is a hidden paradise in Scandinavia, where you can discover the Faroes' way of life. And finally, the #1 hidden heaven in Scandinavia is Eksjö, a charming wooden town in the province of Småland, Sweden. Eksjö is located in the heart of the Swedish countryside, surrounded by forests, lakes, and hills. It has a population of about 10,000 people and a rich history that dates back to the 15th century. Eksjö is famous for its well-preserved wooden buildings, which span more than 4 centuries of architecture and design. The Old Town Center, Gamlastan, boasts more than 50 listed wooden houses, some of which have survived fires, wars, and plagues. Walking through the narrow streets and alleys of Gamlastan, you can admire the intricate details and craftsmanship of the wooden facades, doors, and windows. But Eksjö is not only a living museum, It is also a vibrant and modern town, with plenty of activities and attractions for visitors of all ages and interests. You can enjoy the natural beauty of the area by hiking, biking, fishing, or canoeing. You can also explore the nearby attractions, such as the Ashtanska Garden, a botanical garden with exotic plants and flowers, or the Skurugata and Skuruhat, a spectacular gorge and viewpoint. If you are looking for a taste of the local cuisine, you can try some of the traditional dishes of Smaland, such as Istervan, a smoked sausage made from pork, barley, and potato, or Ostkaka, a baked cheesecake with cream and jam. Now that you've explored the hidden gems of Scandinavia, we'd love to hear about your favorite spot. Is it the historic charm of Eksjö, Sweden, or did another village capture your heart? Share your top pick in the comments below. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.